Boys, I remember when people would say gaming was dead and that IRL streaming was taking over. And right now we can see IRL streaming is finally dying. And I'm glad it's dying at the right time. When the one and the only GTA 6 is coming soon. So we got this video by the one and the only on me. I'm gonna write to it. Straight up, I predicted the end of IRL streaming. Let's turn up.
I think we're gonna see a shift that says I want to get back in tune with my community and build my true and authentic self with a group of true and authentic people. After an IRL streaming boom that would
He said that 5 months ago.
most certainly build a bunch of content creators' careers off of its shenanigans, nonsense, and tomfoolery, but also birth some of the worst, and I do mean worst, content creators out there on the planet. I made a prediction.
Yeah, that's everything, bro. Everything has advantages and disadvantages.
5 months ago that streaming would get back to its natural roots. Desktop, chat, gaming, creators just hanging out and growing a community from the
Let's go. Everybody pull up on my Twitch, man. We're gonna game non-stop.
comfort of their desktops. And it seems as though some of the biggest creators in the game are doing just that. But streaming isn't going backwards. Creators have taken their years of experience creating the biggest and most massive events IRL and bringing all of that newfound knowledge back to their desktop where it all started. And I think that there's a reason why, and I believe that this is way more sustainable than any sort of IRL content creator could have ever imagined. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. The train to 200K is right there. Are you gonna get on? Are you gonna not get on? Are you gonna play around? If you're gonna play around, you need to go ahead and just walk away. Walk away right now. Now, back into the video. iShowSpeed is one of the biggest streamers and content creators in the world, and he didn't do that by sitting at a desktop. In fact, he did the opposite. He picked up his camera, put on a backpack, and decided that
iShowSpeed was massive playing 2K. He was massive doing the desktops. Most of the clips you see which are viral, most of them came from desktop.
was going to go around the
But you know, he went super global when he started doing the tours. For example, when he came to my country, even my aunties, they were searching about this guy called iShowSpeed who's in the country.
world and cultivate an audience that would love him from this hemisphere to that hemisphere. He went to sporting events, he ran through different cities, he met a bunch, and I do mean a bunch of celebrities along the way. And while he did create some chaos along his journey, he also spread his global influence. Similar to Kai Cenat, he's had his similar escalation in his own way, whether it be the celebrity streams, whether it be the mafia-thons, whether it be the streamer universities. Kai Cenat has put on arguably the hugest productions in the streaming industry. Just last month,
Facts.
Stream University generated 56.79 million hours watched across his broadcast and peaked
Damn.
at 1.45 million viewers. And once I heard that the two were doing a collaboration / joint stream, I just knew that there was going to be some sort of big and huge endeavor attached to it. Think about it. iShowSpeed just came out of his World Cup tour where he was going around for these different cities, seeing all of these different games, spreading his international influence even while he was in the States. And Kai Cenat just came off of Stream University, the biggest streaming event of the year. But boy, did it come to my surprise in the initial
Yo, my God, bro. Everybody turn on Cyber Baby right now. That's something that a brain will say. Cyber Baby is averaging like 5K. And 5K is a good amount of viewers just to be a full-time streamer, bro. People are just hating, bro. People are just blindfolded by the numbers that we're seeing when there were bots there. But Cyber Baby is still a good streamer, still a hard worker, and still put good numbers, man. Let's be for real.
that it didn't require all that production. It just required 2 guys, 2 computers, 2 cameras, their chats, and like an 8-bit Minecraft game.
You know, but we still have to be.
But they always did this. They always did marathons, bro. That's not the first time of iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat doing marathon. We all know that. They always do marathons like this. They even did Minecraft, I think it was like 2024. And when IRL was still popping, whatever they do, they always gotta do at this stop, bro. For real.
Every boss
And
on
hardcore.
hardcore.
Exactly.
Once it gets to the 10-day period, everything starts over. Even if we already did kill the boss.
A Minecraft stream. That doesn't align with anything that these two have been doing recently. I mean, there's nothing inherently big about
That's
Minecraft.
true, though.
Granted, the stakes were high. The behind the scenes, and by behind the scenes, I mean like background production, did look good. It did look beautiful. But an 8-bit game for 2 of the biggest streamers in the world would be a backward step in production. But I'm not gonna lie, for all 121 hours that these two played, it was some of the most entertaining content that I have seen in a long time.
Boys, you guys watch iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat Minecraft marathon?
One more. Get up. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my God! Say what lie we did that. that, bro. I'm doing that, bro. I'm sorry.
But this is what we meant 5 months ago on this channel when we said that streamers will return back to their desktop. It's not because IRL is no longer working, because it clearly is still working. And that does come with the asterisk that we'll get into a little bit later. But if you look at some of the biggest content creators in the space right now, I'm seeing this trend that is going on. And a lot of them are sitting back in front of their desktops. Look at Senna, who has turned her home desktop into this base as she prepares for a month-long streaming saga. Hell,
Kai and MF don't do the same thing.
streamers Your Rage and Extra Emily sat down for an elite Call of Duty session that lasted like a week. It was something long, but it was something entertaining as well. Pause. And then you have the traditional desktop streamers that are still proving that there's some viability to desktop streaming as a whole. Streamer
You guys what? No.
Jinxie has been building some of the biggest creator events, all while never leaving the comfort of his seat.
Yeah, Jinx always been a desktop streamer. He say he doesn't do IRO. The only time he did IRO is when he went to see Argentina versus England, bro. And let's be for real. That shit was a movie. Bro, let's be for real, man. Argentina has to be the best team to ever play the World Cup. That should give us generational games after generational games, bro.
And it's yielding good results.
I've been streaming since 2019. I've never in my life seen 7,000 subs in like 8 minutes. I broke my record by a mile.
Yeah.
Breaking a record without having
Shout
to
out
spend
Jinxie.
hundreds of thousands of dollars on big budget productions and going out there being annoying to the unsuspecting is a big deal. That's no shade to anybody, but ultimately the desktop is starting to feel important.
It's no shade to anybody, but you gotta put a clip of the Mexican child the builder.
Again. Now, I want to make it clear. I feel like some people may misinterpret this as desktop streams equal low effort, dumbed down versions of streams. And the IRL streams are these high quality, high effort, high energy streams. But
Yeah, like boys, for me when I go IRO, I'm so scared, bro. I don't feel myself. But when I stream and I'm home, bro, I got energy, man. And I love this shit so much, bro.
these
For real.
are not the same desktop streams that your grandfather or your older brother is used to. These are still great productions. When people think of desktop streams, they ultimately think of like low effort. Hey, I'm sitting with my chat, pulling up a video that my audience has probably watched or sent to me. I'm just doing some sort of like low effort reaction. Or even if I am hanging out with other creators, it's in a Discord call and we're just doing some play now, 2K, just firing up a game and hanging out with the bros. But now in 2026, that is not the case. I think the best example of this is Jinxie, who is putting on these massive tournaments, these massive gaming expeditions with some of the biggest creators around the world, almost feeling like this esports event that nobody has to leave their house in order to participate in. His last league tournament brought together 40 creators from different sides of the internet, all spanning different parts of the world. And again, nobody had to come and be in person in order for this to take place. No big overhead, no big productions, different personalities, unique talents, different POVs, different communities. It gave the competition, it gave the arguments, it gave people a reason to watch. While the game does give something for people to do, the creators still are the ones that provide the content, and I ultimately think that's why this worked. Same thing with the Kai Cenat and Speed Minecraft tournament. Sure, Minecraft is the shared game in and of itself, but when you combine iShow, Speed, and Kai Cenat, hell, they could be doing woodworking and people would find it entertaining. And the same goes for Your Rage and Emily. You don't need professional players to make these gaming excursions work. As long as you have two big and bold personalities, the content creator of it all, then ultimately people will find this to be enjoyable. This is where I think a lot of the IRL streamers and content creators that came up last year and maybe even the year before that got it all wrong. They didn't understand, or at least underestimated, the value of the creator and what they bring to the table. They thought the big event of it all, the surrounding effects of it all, were the real draw. But what's being proven in 2026 is that it's the creator that brings all of the great things to the table. The creator is the one that amplifies what's supposed to be going on. And in fact, I saw a big movement in the past couple years where the creator didn't even try anymore. They just let the IRL event of it all kind of take the front and center of it. But I don't think that that's great for building like a long-lasting audience, more so for building clips.
But shout out to DDG for trying that shit, bro. This was a good production, a good thought, and maybe DDG said it didn't make money, but it was a good thing to try.
Getting these viral moments together. But I especially think if we're talking about building and growing and connecting to a community, not saying it's the end all be all, but what you can create and do from behind your desktop and in your own comfort of your own home is something that is invaluable.
Come on, bro. Come on,
Damn.
That's exactly what I see when I look at a creator like Senna. She's doing another version of the creator desktop revolution. Instead of constantly traveling to find the content and find these other creators to do these collaborations surrounding these big things with, she's actually bringing people into her own environment, proving that it's not the outside that makes the event. It's really us as creators and what we can do behind the camera.
Did you hear the good news?
What's the good news?
The Blue Jays might make the wild card.
The Blue Jays?
The Blue Jays going crazy right now.
Who are the Blue Jays?
Don't fucking piss.
Yeah, agent, next time make sure don't remove that hat, bro. You guys see what I seen? What? Yeah. Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! Agent, please don't remove the hat again in your life, bro. Please. You're trapping yourself, man. Maybe you don't need to look that good, but yo, day and night. Now he's some fine shit. Now he's a homeless man on the street. Insane.
Blue Jays might make the wild card.
The Blue Jays?
The Blue Jays going crazy right now.
Who are the Blue Jays?
Don't fucking piss me off.
Who the fuck are the Blue Jays?
The fucking Blue. Do you know who the Dodgers are?
Yeah.
That makes me sick to my fucking stomach, fam. What do you mean you know who the Dodgers are? You don't know who the fuck the Blue Jays are, man. Fuck the Dodgers.
Come on. Please!
No longer is the event centralized in these streams.
Wait. Did you make money? Because we are curious, man. I wanna see if we're gonna get the bag.
It's about the chat, it's about the community, it's about the interaction. When you're sitting at the desktop, the relationship seems so natural and clear to see. You got your streamer talking to the chat talks to the streamer. It's as simple as that. And that's the basics and foundation of what desktop streaming is. I don't think that desktop streaming came back because all of a sudden people are having this nostalgic moment. I think it came back because streamers are figuring out ways to make it bigger and better than ever without sacrificing or losing what made the streams work in the first place. And if this continues, then you might see a big shift in how streamers go about making content going forward. The comeback isn't just streamers sitting down and playing video games for hours on end. Now that streamers have put this IRL component to its limits, they are now asking themselves, how can I do this at home? And it's creating some of the greatest content in the world. Creators are now building bigger and greater ideas around their desktop. Streamer Erase just ran Cobbleverse, which is this 100-hour Pokemon, Minecraft, they call it Cobblemon, hodgepodge of a game that lasted nearly a week. 100 streamers, hours of content, great fun to be had for everybody around. And Jinxie is pretty much doing the same exact thing. He's hosting these tournaments that are connecting streamers and content creators from around the world for these big, massive events that are getting branded, sponsored. It's bringing the competitiveness. It's bringing.
But wait, how many subs that Joe Bar get? This nigga daily subs, 2K subs. What the fuck? What is the ranking? Let me see. Most subbed Twitch streamers now. Wait. How many subs does Drop Bar? Wait, where's Drop Bar ranked at, bro? No. I want right now. Let me ask ChatGPT, bro. Let me ask ChatGPT. What the fuck? I don't even know how to go on Twitch and see the numbers as people do. But I want to see where Drop Bar is ranked at, bro. Kaisenet, no, this is not true. I'm talking about subscribers. Subs, idiot. They told me that if you tell AI like by its master, it follows you, you know. I'm talking about subs, idiot. Jinxin right now is #1. Okay, they gave me a link. Jinx is #1, I know that. That's the only taste I'm putting on right here. Idiot. This is it. Idiot. Idiot, Jinx is #1. Properly verify the 20 top 20. Kaisen at 3. This is an idiot. This is an idiot. We cannot trust this one. We can't trust that one, bro.
Big, massive events that are getting branded, sponsored. It's bringing the competitiveness. It's bringing all of the great things that we like about streaming and content creation and gaming all in one. And the beauty of it is that nobody has to leave their house. And that's the bigger shift here. And I want to break down something that a lot of people aren't really addressing. Look, the truth is that streaming in reality actually built its foundation on the IRL aspect of it all. When we think about Justin TV, which is what Twitch was called before it was actually called Twitch, the creator of the app, Justin, was somebody who was just streaming their everyday life. But when you fast forward to 2024 and 2025 and see all of the endeavors that people have been putting onto streams these days, it's taken a turn for what some people may say is the worst. The costs are getting extraordinary from the streaming
Facts.
back.
The TVU, bro. TVU costs 30 G's. And for you to get it, you have to go straight to the manufacturer and buy it, bro. Insane.
Packs, to the cameras, to the setups, all of these different things. Then when you factor in the other production aspects and elements of it all, I'm talking about getting the place and space put together, getting the cast and stuff that are needed in order to do these things. Then when you factor in the name when it comes to IRL streaming, there's a certain connotation that is following IRL streaming, similar to being a content creator of itself or being a podcaster. I'm gonna let you guys know that if you let somebody know that you're a podcaster and that's your form of content creation, there's a bad connotation that is involved with it. And that's the same thing that's going on with IRL streaming. If you let somebody know you're an IRL streamer, I mean, hell, on this channel especially, we're gonna think that you're somebody who's closely connected to streaming platforms like Kick, and you go out there and you are a nuisance streamer. And you're gonna get tied to the low effort content of it all. We've seen people over these past couple of years just prop up streams, say they're going outside and live IRL, and that's also like just low effort content. They're not really doing anything. I'm saying all this to say is that IRL content for the past couple of years has had its peaks and its highs. You did have content
Facts.
creators and streamers who were putting on big endeavors that were beautiful and they were fun experiences. But I think if you look at the bigger
They
picture,
were fun. Yeah, they were fun, bro.
a lot of it was not fruitful. It was very, very costly. The connotations of an IRL streamer has gotten out there. We're seeing content creators left, right, and sideways getting dinged for having IRL streams, whether it be with dealing with fees with Airbnb, police, all these other things. It's really not a good look in the space because at the end of the day, there's this lack of connection that you're having with your chat, you're having with your community. You're not really building an audience. You're more so chasing a viral moment. After all, that is a part of the foundation of a good, healthy streamer is that they have a good, healthy fan base that is committed to watching their content, whether it be the big streams or whether it be them just talking to a Discord server. You need that fan base and that community, but if you're not cultivating that because you're outside doing workout videos with women, ultimately you probably won't be successful. Just 5 months ago, we predicted that this was going to be reality on this channel, and it seems as though
Yeah, W, man. So this guy yapping too much, bro. Yapping. Shut the fuck up, man.